Alright, now that I can get my stupid cameras working. GoPros work great, but they're not very user-friendly sometimes. So today we're going to be talking about the Shinko 804 and 805 tires. With regards to road use, I've been using these tires now for about a week, and very light off-road, mostly on-road. I'm just like anyone else, I'm sure. I bought these tires with the grandeur of, pretending I was going to do crazy off-road stuff. And the reality is I'm not very good off-road. I'm trying to get better. So I thought I'd just talk about what I feel about the tires on-road, because realistically, these tires have been commuting tires for me. And it's probably not the best commuting tire, but I thought I'd give my sort of heads up about the tires, as they are for road. And the first impression when I got the tires put on at the shop, I noticed right away the handling characteristics were just drastically different than the Battle Wings that were stock tires. And what I mean by that is, I noticed that the bike really wants to dive into turns. I don't know, I'm not some kind of engineer. I don't pretend to have that knowledge, but something about the shape of this tire, the Battle Wings wanted the bike to go naturally upright. And this feels like I'm riding a mountain bicycle. So that's kind of interesting. It doesn't handle bad. It just handles different. And so when you put tires like this on any bike, prepare for the different, the differences. I will say that, as I mentioned in my previous video, the blocked rear tire, surprisingly smooth. I can tell it's there, and it's not rolling. Compared to the Battle Wing, yeah, it's not rolling as smooth. But that said, it's quite smooth, and as you can see, I mean, in the corners, it actually handles really well. This is probably largely attributed to the soft nature of these tires. Off-road tires are traditionally soft, and they really handle quite good. I have to imagine that in the rain, I've ridden a little bit in the wet, I wouldn't have as much confidence. I had my anti-lock brakes kick in on this bike after changing to them. I expected that, but when it's on a dry day, very sticky. Now, one thing to give you a little bit of warning with these tires: they're soft. So what does that mean? They're gonna wear out quick, And because I'm using them as a commuter, maybe not the smartest choice, but hear me out. I mentioned in another video that having a tire that is categorized as 10 or 20% off-road is really not off-road at all. Because if you take that tire off-road, it just will not perform. So for me, even though I'm off-roading 10 to 20%, 10% of the time, I'm being, let's say 10%, maybe 5. That doesn't mean I need a 5% off-road tire, because it's what off-roading are you doing, and to what difficulty. Out here we've got very soft terrain, and I just could not get around on those Battle Wings. Maybe an expert rider could, and like I said, I'm not great off-road. I'm learning that, especially on a bigger bike like this. Learning to do rear slide turns is scary for me. So these tires feel insanely better off-road. Now I chose this path very carefully. It's low speed, but it's high turns. There's a cop in front of me, so I can't do anything too stupid. But you can see this tire is very capable. It's very comfortable. I'm still getting used to it, so I'm not going to go crazy. Plus the cop. Boy, cops make me uncomfortable. Sorry, police officers out there. I respect the job, but I always just sort of wonder what's going on through their head. I know it's not just me. Now, here's the deal. The other part of this is ask yourself something. How often, how much do you ride your bike? If you're a person who puts just a ton of miles on a bike in a year, or if you only ride a bike and you're talking 10,000 miles in a year, I would say this: if you put more than 5,000 in a year, you seriously have to consider if this is the right tire for you, because you're going to be changing it out up to 2 times a year. So that may not work for some people. You know the best part about putting political stickers on your car? You piss off 50% of the people. Enjoy your key marks, I guess. Nice in the corners. Okay, now, the tires are cheap. You can get a set of these for probably, you know, just under 200 bucks for both. With that being said, howdy. If you're talking about if you don't change your own tires, that's where you're going to eat the cost. You know, you're basically buying 2 sets of tires each time you're, you know, shopping. I don't put my own tires on. I just don't trust it yet for myself. Maybe I will soon, but I've changed bicycle tires, but I've never changed a motorcycle tire. So you're talking 300 bucks, a little more, for a new set installed. Now, the rear tire is going to wear before the front. You should probably be able to get 2 rears and 1 front. You know, other than that, boy, everyone's out and about today. Other than that, I highly recommend it. Let's get off the bike here and just take a look at the tires again. So, if you didn't see my last video, so pretty aggressive. You know, almost a finger's, it is a finger's worth of gap in there, but surprisingly smooth. Well guys, hope that was helpful in helping you pick out a tire. If you have questions, comments, please let me know. I'm happy to try other tires too if you have a request, but these seemed like the best bang for the buck. Now, it was between this or the Hide Now K60 tire, much more expensive tire, much harder tire, and overall, yeah, longer lasting, but I didn't see the payout long run. But I might try those next time, we'll see. Anyways, this is Drangus signing out. I'll see you next time. Thanks to all the new subs, and let's keep this thing going. So, later.